gross. What have we done? I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm quite sure that I've made my position very bloody clear on Buzzfeed in general. If you haven't seen my videos commenting on Buzzfeed, the position is fuck Buzzfeed. And that's why when I saw one of their journalists, sorry, I couldn't even say it with a straight face, one of their fucking people that work at Buzzfeed, venturing into the Australian outback to try and survive, I thought, well, it would be quite remiss of me not to comment on such an absolute tragedy. So why don't we, as a group and as a nation, watch these merry group of fuckwits and take the piss.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. So a lot of my friends would probably consider me an indoors person. So it would come as a surprise to most people that I thought it would be a really fun idea to try to survive the Australian outback.
Kelsey, I hear you, mate. I'm an indoors person too. Listen, I left the house today before I filmed this for about 20 minutes and got fucking sunburned, alright? I'm pale as fuck, alright? And you seem like one of those Buzzfeed writers who produce articles such as this bullshit, or this fucking bullshit, or perhaps even this fucking bullshit. So my advice from an Australian who's 25 years old, probs don't go to the fucking outback, dickhead.
Colin, you're from the Outback, right? I am. What do you think about me going to Broken Hill? It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I was actually in Broken Hill recently, and if you're from Broken Hill, make sure you turn off the video right now. Who am I kidding? The Broken Hill people don't have the internet or the means to use it. Broken Hill is an absolute shithole. Their number one attraction is a giant chair, pictured here. That's it. It's not even that fucking big.
So basically, I'm gonna fly to Broken Hill, Australia, in the middle of the outback.
Oh, by the way, I assume she's flying from Brisbane or Melbourne or Sydney Airport, and the plane that she's flying on there is a particular brand of plane that I will not name for legal reasons. But when I flew to Broken Hill, they told me about these propeller planes, right? They look similar to this type of plane. And what they said was a couple of years ago, one of the propellers actually fell the fuck off. And yes, they told me this. The stewardess told me this prior to leaving the tarmac. What the fuck, love? So when I got off the plane and I walked past the pilot, I said, oh, best of luck on the way back, mate. I heard these things fall off. And he said to me, ugh, there's always one smart ass on the flight. And I was like, get fucked, mate. You're the dickhead that fucking lost a fucking propeller from a plane and nearly killed everyone. It fell down and landed some poor prick's fucking farm. And you're having a go at me. You absolutely... I've become sidetracked. Anyway, it's a shit plane.
Just the things on me. I'll have a little bit of Flint, a water bottle, protein bar just for safety purposes so I don't pass out.
My name's Colin here at Limestone Station, due west of Broken Hill.
How big is your land?
About 15,000 acres. Heat, mid-30s, could range to 38, 40.
Okay, so that's pretty general heat for Australia in the summertime. But judging by the amount of water you're taking there, you're absolutely fucked, love. Whew. I'll tell you how else you can fuck yourself over pretty bad. It's not subscribing to this YouTube channel. It's fantastic. There's 2 videos every single week and we're going for 1 million subscribers by the 14th of July because that's my birthday. Oh, hallelujah, ladies and gentlemen, press subscribe. Oh, shit, yeah.
First and foremost, water. No water, no life. Hydration's important. Depending on the duration, food's important as well, but I've got to tell you, there's not much out there of either. There'll be bugs out there. Whether you'll be quick enough to catch them is another story.
Bugs? Who the fuck eats bugs? I don't care how... And you're only there for 24 hours. How hungry are you going to get?
Look at that. Oh my god, what is that? It's a bone. There's more, look. Oh my god, no. Look. A literal thing died out here.
Yeah, it's probably a human fucking skeleton because some poor prick from Broken Hill was trying desperately to find something to do and they found dying... They found dying more fun than hanging out in Broken Hill, and I can really relate to that.
So we've been here for like 45 minutes, I think, and Kelsey's already sort of talking to herself.
Look at this pretty thing, though. Look at that. I'm gonna keep it. It's gonna be my friend.
Oh, that's marvelous, love. You have a pet rock. Is it a boy or a girl? Oh, wait. They're talking about Buzzfeed here. There's no genders. None. None!
Be like my Wilson.
Although it is Australia, so I wouldn't be calling that rock Wilson. I'd probably calling it something more Australian, like Darren. What a beautiful name Darren is.
Oh, this one might be fine. This looks like something I could use. I'm gonna drag it behind me. I'm doing great! I'm doing great work!
I felt like I was doing...
That poor fucking tree! What's wrong with you, woman? You come along and that tree, the closest thing it's had to moisture in the last 500 years is the tears from the poor little lizards that live out there and cry because they're so close to Broken Hill. And you've come along and kicked the bludger.
I saw one spark. Oh, there's a bug. Hi.
Oh.
Bug. Hi.
You've been there for a couple of hours. How fucking peckish are you?
I've been laying here for a little while. It's beautiful, but I don't know if I'm really gonna get any sleep tonight. I do feel hungry. I do feel tired. I do feel a little dehydrated. but it's nothing bad yet.
Oh, you've been there for 5 hours. Shut the fuck up. People in Australia, when they're growing up, they go on school camps, which are far more torturous than the situation you're in. We've got to go for 3 days and lay on some sweaty fucking tent in the middle of summer just to get to know each other. That's a fate worse than death.
Good morning, and I just think I found a bug that is quite large to eat this morning. So breakfast is here. He's not, he's for sure dead. Oh, it looks so gross.
Okay, not a scientist here, but I'd probably say you want to avoid dead animals and eating said dead animals. That cricket's dead for a reason. It's probably full of so many diseases you can't even fucking name half of the bastards.
No! Oh no! There was like goo inside.
Yeah, the goo's probably AIDS, love, and you just ingested it, you fucking goose.
I haven't found any water. I've hardly found any bugs. We just lucked out on finding fruits.
All right, not gonna eat those berries. We don't know what they are. Probably, now hang on, they could be nutritious and delicious. They could also make you die immediately.
So we finally found an area that looks like some kind of body of water.
I'm gonna see if I can find the deepest end, maybe?
The digging is much harder than I anticipated. I've been digging for 15 to 20 minutes now.
Actually find water.
Oh my god! It's not much, but it's something. Not good.
Hang the fuck on. Did she just drink water out of a hole in the ground? Now I've seen enough Survivor to know that you're supposed to boil that shit for months before you drink the bloody thing. And I'd just like to point out, Broken Hill, massive mining town, I think you probably just drank a couple of litres of lead. Kids, as the Buttsmart always says, boil your water.
I'd love to eat a hot dog. I'd love to eat In-N-Out.
Anything.
I would literally like to eat anything.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Ah yes, that sounds like me when I have to watch these Buzzfeed videos for content.
We walked for a little bit, and I think I see some civilization in the distance. Are you excited, Kaylin? Yeah. Yeah!
Don't want to end this video on a bit of a downer, but that civilization that you've just miraculously found looks a lot like the place that the dude from Wolf Creek used to torture his victims and kill them all. So it was great knowing you. You produced some amazing content. And best of luck with your remaining moments of life. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for tonight, unfortunately. But I'd just like to reiterate from the start of the video, fuck you, Buzzfeed, so very much. Be a good motherfucker, peace in the Middle East, like the video down below if you have the time, because it does help more people see it. And don't forget, we've got my recording of the live special happening in Sydney. There's only a couple of tickets left, so the link will be down below. Love yous, be a good motherfucker, peace in the Middle East. 19 Dick Eye. I still need to change that. See ya, goodbye, have a pleasant tomorrow.